prices still increasing in Florida? Are they? Are they balancing out? What's going on? This is Sills, and I'm a licensed realtor here in Central Florida. And today I want to do a video with you on our home prices, our house prices still increasing in Florida. Are they? What do you think? What's your thoughts? Anyway, they are. The market has gone crazy, and I have to tell this little story before I start this video, guys. You know I love stories. So back in 2020 when COVID, it was a lot of uncertainty, right? Disney closed down, SeaWorld closed down, Universal, everything closed down in Central Florida. And I had buyers that were thinking of buying. And they were on the fence and I didn't want to buy and they wasn't sure if they should buy. And you know, it was all this rumor of the market is going to crash and we're going to be back in 2008 in the foreclosure market. Everybody was looking for that to happen. It didn't happen. So I'm going to tell you about 3 different customers that I worked with during that time. Customer number 1 was a buyer and his wife. He called, he said, hey, we visit Central Florida a lot. We think we want to buy a home that we could use for Airbnb and we could, stay in it when we're here. Do you recommend that? I'm like, absolutely. I did that before. I do Airbnb all the time. Of course, I'll be able to help you. I started showing them some homes. We happened to be in this community and they had a townhome, 5-bedroom, 4-bath pool townhome, corner unit, and it was on the market for $250. And I was shocked because those townhomes were when they first built them back in 2012, they were selling them for like $420, $390, between $390, $430, something like that. So I'm like, oh my gosh, you have got to get this townhome, furnished townhome, corner your lot, 5-bedroom, 4-baths, with a pool. Needed a little bit of the pool area needed a little bit of touching up, but nothing big. I'm like, this is the opportunity of a lifetime. You guys should get this. And they were like, well, we're not sure. I'm like, guys, this person is a foreign seller, and this is COVID, and they just want to get rid of their U.S. property. That's why it's been, it's at this price. And they're like, oh no. This was 2020. This is 2020. Guess how much this townhome is selling for now? Same community, same townhomes, 5-bedroom, 4-bath. Guess what they're selling for? $430 and up, guys. This buyer literally called me maybe 4 or 5 months ago and said, Sandy, I am so sorry we didn't buy when you were telling us to buy. And I'm like, yep, you should have, but I guess we didn't. So hey, what can I tell you? Another couple I had, they were looking to buy. The husband, I don't know if they were playing against each other or playing me or what, because the wife would say the husband isn't ready, the husband would say the wife isn't ready, and I don't know what happened. Anyway, at that time, they could have gotten a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, they could have gotten a 6-bedroom, 3-bath home in the 300s, because they were trying to stay within 3, they didn't want to go over 400, right? They didn't buy. Those same homes now, guys, they're in the 5s and the 600. Last story. Investor called me. He lives in New York. He said, hey, there's a 10-bedroom, 11-bedroom, 10-bath home on the market for 5 something, I think. He's like, I think that, that's ridiculous and they shouldn't price it that way because I have a property in the community and it's COVID and da-da-da-da. I'm like, I understand the way you feel, but I think this would be a good time to buy because I feel that the price are going to go up. He's like, no, it ain't going to go up. Blah, blah, blah. Long story short, this was a guy in England trying to just get rid of the property at 5 something because he bought the property for $650. He just wanted to get rid of it because of this whole COVID scare, right? People were getting really scared. Guess what? Now, he called me 2 weeks ago to tell me that the same properties in that area with 11 bedrooms, 10 bathrooms are on the market now for $89,000. He called me to tell. I didn't even know that because I wasn't dealing with that at the time. He called me to tell me that. So that just goes to show you guys how the market is going. From 2020 to now, the market has increased by 50, if not more, $1,000. I had a guy that bought a home in a short-term rental area for $470. He bought it for $470,000 in 2021. He closed May of 2021. I'm not making this up. He closed. He bought the property for $470,000. He put $50,000 in it because he converted the garage into a state-of-the-art serious game room, right? He did a complete makeover on the garage and did a few other extra touches throughout the home. He put it back on the market for $590,000 in October. So June, July, August, September, October, 5 months later, put it back on the market for $590,000 as a for sale by owner. Guess what? It was sold for $623,000. same home. He had like 11 offers on it. Everybody bought it because of the state of the art garage. But guess what? I was telling my buyer, I'm like, why don't we go find a home that is in the same price range? I mean, that's what he bought for his home, and then we do the state of the art thing, and my buyer's like, no, I want it. So anyway, that is something to think about. So that is what's going on with the market. So you're saying, okay, Sandy, that's all good and fine for them, but what about right now? What's going on now? What's going to happen? Am I going to buy now and then lose my money? I don't think so, guys. The market is getting more and more hotter and hotter and hotter because people are being able to move around more. There's more virtual stuff going. There's more virtual work. People don't have to be stuck in one area. They could move wherever they want and work wherever they want. They're moving around. So there's a lot of opportunity on the market. So if you are thinking of coming to Florida, buying in Florida, whether to relocate, to invest, to rent it back, to do short-term rentals, to do Airbnb, now is a good time to do it because I feel that the prices are going to keep going up and everybody's looking for it to fall. I can't predict the market. I don't know what's going to happen. I do not have a crystal ball. What I do know is when interest rates starts to increase again, that's when we're going to see more stuff going on the market. That's when we're going to see prices starting to stabilize. The reason why I personally don't think the market is going to crash is because banks are being very strict in their lending right now. And if the property doesn't appraise right now, the buyer is bringing the difference to the closing table. Back in 2008, that wasn't happening. Buyers were lending way too much. And if the appraisers were hyping up the price of the property, that's not happening anymore. So if you're buying a property for $400,000 and only appraised at $380,000, you have to bring the $20,000 to the closing table. And you could walk away from the deal, but most sellers are only accepting offers right now if we put that the buyer will waive the appraisal contingency, which means that they're saying if the buyer is willing to pay the difference in my purchase price, if the property does not appraise, then I'll sell it to them. And a lot of buyers are doing that. So I don't see the market crashing. I see the market getting more and more. People are saying Florida might be becoming the next California. I don't know, there may be some truth in that. But what I do know is the warmer climate areas are going to be having more people coming to them because as people are able to travel more and do more virtually, that's what they're going to want to do, right? And I mean, this is Florida. It's January. Look at this. I'm in sleeveless and I'm outside talking to you, right? It's getting dark. It's in the evening, so it's dark outside. But I'm outside talking to you because that's what's going on in the market. So yes, the home prices in Florida are still going up. Some people are already priced out of the market. Don't let that happen to you. Don't be priced out of the market. If you're qualified to buy something and you could buy something, then go ahead. I was talking to one of my clients a few weeks ago, and she was like, well, she doesn't want to go over 280, right? It's very hard to find anything over 280 for what she wants, right? So she said, well, maybe I should just rent. And I said, why would you rent? Rent is always more expensive than mortgage, guys. It always is. Think about this. You have to live somewhere. We have to live somewhere, right? So if we have to live somewhere, we're going to have to either pay rent or mortgage. Which would you prefer? I honestly was going to prefer mortgage. And here's my premise to that. If somebody could buy a home and rent it back, right? They're going to buy the home, they're going to have a mortgage, and they're going to rent it back for profit. They're not going to profit off of me. I don't want them to profit off of me. Yes, I have investment properties and people I'm profiting off of people, but I don't want to profiting off of me. So if you can afford to buy a home, guys, don't take the premise of, well, I'll just rent. That is only rent if you have no other option, right? If you're trying to fix your credit, and if you're trying to fix your credit, don't go pay expensive rent. Like, people are crazy. People will tell me, well, I don't want a 3-bedroom, I want a 4-bedroom. So if I can't afford a 4-bedroom, I'm just going to rent one. Why would you do that? Buy the 3-bedroom, stay in it for a year or two, maybe 3 years, then you'll have enough equity to go buy your 4-bedroom, right? That's the premise. Don't make a landlord happy because you want the landlord to buy this big house and you want the big house. No! If you can afford to buy. And if you can't afford to buy, rent below your budget so you're able to save to buy, right? That's the way to go. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. This is Sandy. If you have any questions in real estate in Florida, the home price in Florida, or any of that stuff, feel free to give us a call. Send me a text 407-791-4713, or my information will be below. See you on the next video.